So last week we talked about the growth mindset and why it's very important for us to have in our businesses and also in our personal lives. Why it is very necessary, why it is very imperative for us to develop it, to cultivate it in order to provoke success in our businesses and in our personal lives. And so this week we want to look at the practicality of it. So how do I provoke the growth mindset? How do I develop the growth mindset? So I want to give you 2 tips or tricks that you can start with. So number 1, you need to start looking at your challenges as opportunities. See what I did there? So there are challenges, yeah, but I'm not looking at them as challenges. I'm looking at them as opportunities, because oftentimes opportunities come disguised as challenges. For example, I have hit this kind of obstacle in my business, but on the other side is an opportunity that is there. So I need to learn the lessons as fast as I can so that I can effect and apply that in my business in order for me to grow. So when you're constantly looking at your challenges as opportunities, you will always see the opportunities and you will always catch them. And that is why it is very important, like I said last week, you also need to influence your environment, because you could have a growth mindset, but you're operating from an environment of scarcity. So you need to influence your environment in that you're very aware, you're very alert, you're able to notice some of these things that are in your environment that are not helping you grow or that are not helping you develop and sustain this growth mindset. So once you do that, then you'll be able to see this challenge as an opportunity. And when you do that, that's one of the biggest trick or one of the biggest tips that you can use to start with. Number 2 is use the word yet more. I'll give you an analogy from a personal perspective. I am going to visit this house, or I'm going to visit this, or I'm going to this showroom. I'm going to look at this car that I've always wanted to buy, even though I cannot afford it yet. So I can't afford it now, but I'm going to afford it. You see how the mindset is. I can't afford it now, but I'm going to afford it. So now when you look at it from that perspective, you'll start now seeing opportunities and options that you can take advantage of that will get you to a place where you're able to purchase that. So in business, you probably have a turnover of about 2 million, 1 million, 500,000, name it. And you want to have a turnover of about 10 million in the next 3 years. That is very ambiguous. But with a growth mindset, you're able to manage this ambiguity and say, in order for me to have a turnover of 10 million shillings in the next 3 years, there's certain things that I need to do. There's certain strategies, there's certain structures that I need to effect in my business. And the only way for you to cite these strategies or to discover these structures that you need to introduce into your business is if you have the growth mindset. Because if you don't, you'll be happy with the 2 million shillings that you make every year. You'll be happy with the 500,000. You'll be happy with whatever you make. But if you have the growth mindset, then you will know, no, I'm making 2 million this every year or this year, but in the next 3 years I want to make 10 million. So what do I need to do? So then now, what are some of these opportunities that you need to take advantage of? For example, I will invest in this partnership because I know it's going to get me to a place where I'm making the 10 million, even if I cannot afford it yet. So now, once you're thinking about it from that perspective, then you'll also be able to negotiate. I can't afford it now, but I want it in my business because I want to make X amount of money in the next 3 years. So now with that kind of mindset, it puts you in a situation where you're able to be very alert and you're able to operate from a perspective or a spectrum of growth. And that's the only way that you can be able now to see these changes in your business. And once you have that, once you experience this change in your business and also in you as a business person, then you will also influence the kind of people that you work with, the human capital in your organization, the stakeholders that you work with. They're able to see that and they're able to work with you because they can see that you're operating from, or rather you're operating using the growth mindset. So use these tricks, these 2 tricks or these 2 tips, and you'll be able to see the change that you want to see if you want to experience growth in your business and in your personal life. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.